Have you ever wondered why discipline often looks like a mythical beast from an old RPG? Everyone around them talks about her with awe, as if she were the secret superpower of the chosen ones. But in reality, most people just suffer, trying to force themselves to go to the gym. Start reading or work without distractions. So, how often has this worked for you personally? That's what I'm talking about. Since childhood, we've been told that if you can't control yourself, it means you don't have enough willpower. It sounds like a verdict. You don't have an inner commander, so you've lost. We try to heroically put pressure on ourselves. Strict morning alarms, strict diets, strict restrictions. It est like every action is a battle with a boss that you've never been able to handle. And again, you didn't make it. You didn't do it. You didn't win. In fact, the key is not in the will at all. Real discipline begins with changing the question. Not what should I do to get better, and what do I want to be? The difference is in the point of reference. When you decide, I'm not just exercising, I'm a person who basically does sports. It's not violence against yourself, but a statement that your brain begins to respond to. You gradually stop forcing yourself, and all your efforts become a logical extension of your inner self. Here are some examples. You want to write lyrics, but every time it's painful, try to think not, I need to sit down and write, but I'm the one who writes. Because it's important for me to share my thoughts. Not, I need to study English, but I am a person who learns languages for the sake of new opportunities. Not, I need to cook healthy food, but I know how to take care of my body. It's a small shift, but it adds experience and confidence every day. You don't just complete a task. You become a master of a new level, and every step counts. It's not enough to just think in a new way. The second hacker strategy is your environment. A huge number of people lose energy every day, not because they are weak, but because their world is designed against them. If there's a phone on the table right after waking up, you instantly fall into the trap of notifications, social media, and the flow of other people's thoughts. If the refrigerator is open on the way to the kitchen, your hand reflexively reaches for milk and something sweet, even if you were planning a healthy breakfast. There is no need for a superfield here. Engineering is needed here! If you want to exercise in the morning, put your sneakers and clothes by the bed in advance. If you want to read, put a book on your morning table, so that it will be the first thing you see after sleep. It is important for you to eat right. Buy fresh food on the weekend, so that there are no temptations during the week. Everything that is important to you should become visible, one step closer, one click easier. Everything that gets in the way is further, more subtle, more difficult. The whole power of your results lies in making the environment work for you, rather than leading you into the traps of habits. Add a little atmosphere! Imagine that your apartment or workplace becomes a real base of development. As an architect, you arrange objects, build your own paths of success, create walls against bad habits, bridges to useful rituals, even the lighting, the music, the time of day. Everything can work for you. Make sure that discipline is not the enemy, but your ally, where every element of the environment pushes you to the right action. But how do I start? Here, the third boost is triggered. Our brain doesn't like gigantic tasks. It likes victories. Any task that can be broken down into steps becomes 10 times easier. It seems ridiculous to start the morning with one push-up or with one page of a book, but it is these little things that trigger the success loop. You've experienced a small sense of victory. You've received a drop of joy, and you already want to repeat it. Then 2 push-ups, 2 pages, and so on. You create a combo of habits, and the brain always responds to them with a positive emotion. It's like the plot in a video game. First the first level, then the second, then the bosses are more difficult, and your experience grows. Your mood improves, and you already want to continue playing. The genius here is not in willpower, but in building a chain of victories where each step is a small success and not a constant threat of failure. Here are 3 steps that really work. The first is to define your identity. Decide right now. Who do you want to be? Not just an athlete, but someone who takes care of himself. Not just a reader, but someone who studies every day. The second one is to upgrade the environment. Make the workplace supportive. Remove all unnecessary things. Add something that inspires. Let your world push you, not stop you. Third, start with the smallest. You'll never lose if you take even the lightest step. The main thing is to have a reason to celebrate your progress every day. As a result, discipline ceases to be an enemy or a heavy duty. It becomes a familiar, almost automatic process. There is no heroism in this, but there is intelligence, self-care, and the right design of life. You're building your own unique success story. Noticing out of the corner of your eye how you're getting better, more confident, and more energetic day after day. And if the moment suddenly comes when you want to give up everything, remember, in this game, each new level begins with billions of small steps. You don't have to be a hero to get ahead. You can be a strategist, an architect of your own life, and it's much more interesting than the eternal struggle with yourself. So build your own version of discipline anew, not through pressure, but through the atmosphere, through awareness, through the game. Let every moment become your ally, not just another test. All you need to do is ask a new question, build the right environment, and start from the bare minimum. You can handle it. Start right now.